Rook, you're here.
Is something wrong?
Viago and Thea sent word. They have information about Ilario.
Oh.
Whatever it is, they wish to speak away from Treviso, away from anyone who might be listening. They won't put more to paper. I need to meet with them as soon as possible.
Oh, fuck yes. Any reason to meet with Thea and Viego.
You found something about Ilario?
Hi, guys.
Possibly. What do you mean, possibly? You have something or you don't?
It's Caterina.
We don't know that for certain.
Tell me.
I've got my eyes on Villa della Morte. One of them brought back one of Caterina's rings.
It had been thrown out with the trash. Ilario would never do that. He'd at least pawn it somewhere.
I don't understand what this is supposed to mean.
You think Caterina threw the ring away as a message that she's inside the house?
Oh!
Her opal ring. Lucanis, you know what that means.
She gave that ring to my mother. It was the mark of her favor. House Veilguard killed my parents and sent it back to Caterina to demand she surrender the seat of First Talon. She's alive. Ilario, you idiot.
We need more eyes in the villa to say for certain.
Ilario would tear the city apart searching if he'd lost this. How could she be alive? What is he thinking? How am I supposed to deal with this?
We need to plan a rescue. The sooner we get Caterina out of there, the better.
It could be a trap. We have to deal with Ilario first.
He could still kill her if we move against him.
Yeah, true.
Maker knows what's in his head.
V, you're too pessimistic for your own good. Reason with him, Lucanis.
I thought I had a clear shot at my target. What if I go after him and get Caterina killed? Help us.
Oh.
How? What do you need?
He'll listen. He always listens to you. Come.
Okay, wait. Are Thea and Viego just totally cool with that?
What did you do? Is this the fate? It seems different. It isn't like those fragments of Solus's past in the crossroads either.
Lucanis is here. Always. Behind locked doors. I can't break through.
All right, let's go get him.
I was supposed to have a useful demon, and instead I have a useless abomination. Wonderful!
I know this place. It's the ossuary, the prison we freed Lucanis from.
Freed? No. We've always been here.
Right. It's not the real ossuary, but it doesn't seem like a memory either. Lucanis is in here somewhere, right? He's... what? Where they kept his blood?
Yes. Go there. The logs. Everywhere. I can't touch them.
How do I get past the locks? Turn myself into a mouse? Fight a bunch of giant spiders?
By getting past the guards. It's a prison.
Right. What was I thinking?
So Lucanis made a mind prison for himself.
Promoted from flying vermin to malicious spirit. Whatever will you become next, I wonder?
Nobody's here.
Of course not. Rook can't be here.
Me? Why not?
You open doors. You don't close them.
Okay.
If I were in charge, you wouldn't have to do this anymore.
Oh, we're getting quotes. We're getting quotes from the wigmaker job. What?
Rock, did you forget our deal? You were to bring my grandson back to me.
I did.
Did?
You brought me an abomination. Where is my grandson?
Tenderness and terror. Rage and relief. Old stale fear of disappointment.
This is the Fade. So this Katerina is a spirit, something like that?
No, Lucanus is mine. They won't dare. Thoughts live here. Ideas, feelings.
She's his idea of Katerina then.
Okay.
Katerina. Lucanus is trapped, but I think you're part of his way out.
That explains the tenderness and terror. Okay.
Lucanus thinks he disappointed you. With that chaining him, he can never be free.
Is that what you want? To release a demon?
Lucanus is the one who's trapped by the idea he failed you. But you know he's not to blame.
My poor boy.
Okay.
Envy is the rarest of all demons, most challenging to cultivate. The conditions must be perfect.
Why can't I see anything? Oh, I just needed to move. Okay. Oh no, I went backwards.
You should be grateful to give your life for the Magister's research. What an honor!
Harding?
Don't worry, Rook. I've got my eye on the prisoner.
You've conjured up a friendly face, Lucanus. But your real friends and allies need you. In the real world.
Rook, are you sure Spite isn't tricking you? What if there's no Lucanus, just the demon?
After a year in the ossuary, you might believe that. But you're no demon.
Look around. This isn't the mind of a human being, let alone an Antivan Crow.
I don't know what to pick here. I'm gonna go with this one.
Look, everyone has unwelcome thoughts, fears, doubts. But they aren't us. You chose to challenge a god, Lucanus, to save the world. Your choices, your actions. That's who you are.
You know that's the kind of attitude that's gonna get you killed, right?
I'll risk it. I have a master assassin on my side, don't I?
Just be careful.
Even if it kills you.
Oh, another Wigmaker job quote.
Useless. All of this, utterly useless.
Nev now.
Hey, Rook. Should you be here? Can't say it's the safest place in the world.
Strangeness and charm. Something familiar and foreign at the same time. With a little guilt.
Somehow I thought Lucanus would think of Nev as being more... Tevinter?
Tevinter? People come in three kinds. Family, enemies, contracts.
Oh.
I hope that's just Spite talking. Nev, you need to let us pass.
You know how he is, Rook. Even if you open the door, Lucanus won't walk through it. This is where he wants to be.
Well, I'm gonna try to convince him. Yeah, I'm here to help.
Lucanus always has a choice. If he can't see that, I'm here to show him.
You really think you can help him? You're such a sap, Rook.
I think it's time you stood aside and let me try.
What trouble you've been.
Oh man.
How long are you going to keep doing this?
Oh. Oh, it's Ilario. I was expecting this now.
Rook, you're too good to be wasting your time in a place like this.
Oh.
Forget about my cousin.
Oh.
You've got much more important things to worry about, don't you? You've got the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Sharp, jagged edges. Hurt with every breath. Grief and relief. Hope and anger mixed.
Lucanus, you don't owe Ilario a second thought, much less a supporting role.
He put us here.
You've got to leave this be, Rook. You turn my cousin loose, it's only going to cause more grief.
I think Ilario will be feeling that grief. Right, Lucanus?
You know that Katarina had 5 children? 8 grandchildren. All dead now, except for Lucanus and me.
Oh.
Last time the Grows fought a war of succession, House de la Morte lost everything. Except the seat of First Talon. This time, we fight ourselves. What will be left then? You think you'll survive? Your friends? Your cause?
That actually puts all of this, especially Katerina, in a really interesting light. I mean, she has gone through a great loss too then. So I'm not trying to excuse her actions, but it means that the way she raised them was truly to try to keep them alive. In her own fucked up way. Oh.
This scum doesn't get to speak for you, Lucanus.
Okay, I was hoping it would be a little more gentle than
is
that.
his fault. Is it? Are you sure of that? Do you really think he made a deal with a demon? He's not even a mage. Or do you think maybe he just found the one there already? He'll carry this prison with him forever. And he'll fill it with corpses given time.
We need out.
You're an Antivan Crow, Lucanus. A professional. Trained to avoid collateral damage and go after the real enemy.
You have no idea what the consequences will be.
Whatever they are, Lucanus, I'll be there to help you.
That one was rough.
Cousin stuff. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
Oh. Lucanus.
What are you doing here, Rook?
I had to find you. If anything happened to you, I can't even think about it.
You should go. It's better I stay here than risk losing you.
You see? He breaks our agreement. His mind is still here. He wants to stay here, so he keeps me here!
Mierda! Why would I want to stay? Even in my head, this place is a nightmare.
Right. But it's a nightmare you already defeated. I get it now. As bad as the ossuary was for you, it was better than the alternative.
What alternative?
The ossuary, Zara. You could solve those problems with the blade, but healing again? Living is an abomination. There's no simple answer there. If you fail, you could hurt the ones you love.
No! This is not... Damn it, Rook!
Make him leave!
He's trying to leave, spite it's... complicated. Mortals can't just change ourselves. It takes a lot of time.
Rook, you're right. There has to be a way through this. It's just so much. I cannot see how to begin.
Start small. You and Spite. Figure out a goal you can both agree on, then make it happen.
A contract?
Contracts are for clients. Call this an alliance. But on what terms?
Okay. Punish Ilario, save Katerina? Okay, I feel like saving Katerina will be healthiest for Lucanus.
Didn't you just learn your grandmother was alive? What are you waiting for? Go rescue her.
That's true.
Fighting crows?
And anyone else that gets in our way. Do we have a deal? We free Katarina together.
Together, we will fight!
That was all so fucking good.
Rook, are you alright?
What's the matter with the two of you?
It's okay. We needed a moment, but I'd say we're ready for anything. How long were we standing here?
Just long enough for it to get awkward. You're sure you're alright?
We're fine, Thea. Don't waste your worry on us. Can I trust the two of you to keep an eye on Ilario? If he starts anything, I want to know about it.
I was going to do that anyway.
You're planning something.
I'm getting Katarina back. But Viago is right. We need more information before we move. Ilario panicked when I came back alive. If he panics again, he could actually kill her this time. We'll only get one chance at this.
There's dangerous fanatics, then there's Aelia. She's loose in Docktown, and we're in the dark.
What's the plan?
The Threads and Aelia's Venatori are at war. That might slow Aelia down, but until I know her plans, I need to hear whatever information the Threads pick up.
What about Rana? Can she help?
I told Rana that Aelia's back. She needs the warning. As for help, Rana wants to be an example. Not sure where that goes anymore.
Was there a time when we were sure of things?
No, and that's only become more true.
Docktown's protected. What can the Threads do for you?
Aelia's a pain for both of us. Let's talk.
We know people in this town. Neighbors. When they don't turn up on the rounds, we notice. Aelia used the Threads for dirty work. Stolen relics, muscle, spies. These people, they disappear.
And you don't know where to.
Aelia's good at covering her tracks. That's why you're here. I've got names of missing people, including those hardly anyone noticed yet. All yours, no catch.
Sounds good.
We can't let Aelia do this. If what she did to the Threads was an opening act...
We won't like the show.
This is war. We find Aelia, we kill her. Give the cult something to think about. You find her, you do the same. Docktown's ours.
To Docktown. From the people who breathe it, bleed for it, no one's got its back like we do.
So whatever it takes.
And then some. I knew I liked you.
To home.
Oh, great. Is it your turn to cook? What's all this gonna be?
Paella. Well, two of them. One without seafood for Emmerich. And a hazelnut torte for dessert. It pairs well with coffee.
Aww! Lucanus remembered Rook's favorite drink.
Dessert just for me?
There's enough for everyone.
As long as they don't mind having it with my favorite drink.
They won't complain.
Yes.
You didn't have to do anything special for me.
Yes, I did. I still don't know how to apologize for everything. And you...
You made dessert. Just for me.
It's nothing. Or not enough.
It is. And you are. And I'll have you know, I'm very easily bribed.
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh.
Supper in Docktown?
You're actually taking a break.
I've got leads to chase on Aelia and Docktown's missing people. A few sources will only talk if I'm alone. But if you're around after, you help me uncover all this. Supper's on me.
Fried fish,
Sure.
I'm guessing?
Count me in.
Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
Aw.
Did I miss something?
Since we're here to gather flowers for the dead, I thought I'd teach Manfred some plant names, but I just caught him attempting to wade into a rose bush.
That must have been frustrating.
He knows he's not supposed to play in the horticulture.
Aw, I love Manfred.
Oh, Manfred. Whatever will happen to you if I pass on?
If?
Ah, there's something I'd like to talk about.
Are you planning on
Do
becoming
you know
immortal?
What a lich is, Rook?
Holy shit!
Doesn't ring a bell.
What?
A lich is a mage transformed into one of the undead while retaining their true, original consciousness.
Oh, I'm familiar with
the
a
idea
lich.
fascinated me when I was younger. For years, I researched and experimented, spoke with spirits and mages. Then, eventually, I found them.
Who?
The Lich Lords of the Grand Necropolis. Necromancers before me who'd transformed themselves into true living dead.
Oh, this is interesting new lore. I mean, I know what a lich is from Dungeons and Dragons. Oh my god.
Not everyone gets to meet their idols.
Oh, but I was nervous. The Liches are the great protectors of the Necropolis, bulwarks against forces that threaten creation. After years of tests and rituals, they granted me my desire, the right to attempt lichdom.
Oh my god. I mean,
that's what
you
you
do
want.
you, bud.
I'd anticipated more surprise.
Emmerich, you live in a haunted necropolis.
Yeah, really.
Lichdom is an incredible honor. Immortality, prestige, the most hallowed ranks of the Watchers, as well as a chance to be of service past my allotted years. But there are considerations.
Are we gonna hear more?
Come, we have flowers to gather for the dead.
Okay, but I've got questions.
Yeah, really. I've got a lot of questions. Like, what does lichdom entail within Dragon Age? I know in D&D they're like spooky. Like, is he gonna lose all his skin and then...
Blue creepvine. This will do nicely.
Emmerich, aren't most undead just random spirits inside corpses?
Liches are different.
They
It
get
wouldn't be a
stitches.
spirit acting in my name. My true consciousness would be housed in my departed flesh.
How?
The Order must keep some secrets.
God damn it. So we're not gonna get details.
Moon blossoms, famed in verse and song.
Smells like perfume. Do liches have a sense of smell?
I've been told that while some of my senses will dull, others will become available. Other than that, I can't say if the flowers would still hold their bloom for me. Lichdom serves a purpose. There are dark things in creation, threats to both our world and the Fade. The Liches of the Necropolis have the insight and the abilities to oppose them.
And you're joining them when?
Certain elements have held me back. There's no ready instructions for lichdom. The steps must be discovered on one's own over years to be fully understood.
Okay.
Does the spell to become a lich kill you, or do you have to...
No, mercifully, that falls to another Watcher. After my death, my soul will be drawn back into my body instead of moving on to whatever lies beyond.
So you still could die, it sounds like.
So, what's holding you back from lichdom?
Even with all my preparations, there's a chance I could die. Permanently.
Yeah.
During the rites.
I figured.
What cowardice. A promise of immortality, an end to all my fears, and the final veil stays my hand.
That's reasonable. Lots of people are afraid of dying.
Is it? When it keeps me from what I most desire? Traditionally, candidates for lichdom face one final sifting of the soul. If they avoid it, you saw my old colleague.
Hezenkos? She's a lich.
Oh!
A half-lich,
Oh.
though that hasn't diminished her powers. Until I stop her plans, I won't possess the peace of mind for lichdom.
So
Why
what's
don't
the
you
difference
select
between
the next
a...
flowers, Rook?
Okay.
Sure.
So are we going to know the difference between a half-lich and a lich?
What's a half-lich
Okay.
exactly?
Johanna attempted the rites of lichdom and failed. Stuck in her in-between state, she is supremely dangerous, but can't learn any new magic.
No wonder Hezenkos was shouting so much.
No, she's always been that way.
I'm looking for flowers. There we are.
What about the sifting of a soul that Hezenkos avoided?
The spirits of the necropolis judge whether a candidate is worthy of the power and responsibility of lichdom.
How'd she become a lich without it?
I shared some knowledge when we were colleagues. She apparently put together more than I knew. It would be just like her to skip the rituals, the cleansings, the preparations of the soul.
For a watcher, Hezenkos is pretty harsh on spirits.
We made allowances because of her discoveries. Too many. Spirits are not things to be disposed of.
You really care about them.
They're so susceptible to the world's whims, Rook. Some spirits are dangerous, but how quickly most respond to a bit of kindness, or care, or simple attempt to understand.
It's really sweet the way he talks about spirits.
For all she's done, I can't condemn Johanna for attempting lichdom. That freedom from mortality, that divorce from fear. And of course, time to read all of one's books.
Every mage's dream.
But how she's abused her abilities. Are my intentions enough to fare better?
Worrying's a good sign.
We have enough flowers. There's something I'd like to show you. Here we are.
Oh, so these flowers are for...
Yes. If you could place them on the graves, please.
Oh, they must be his parents.
In memory of Rupert and Eleanora Volkaren.
Yeah.
They walk eternity hand in hand.
After I became a watcher, I erected a proper shrine to my parents. When I come to talk, I like to think they listen. Well, don't be shy. Introduce yourself.
Hello? How are you? I mean, you're in a grave, so... Wait, let me try again. Do you remember your parents?
Some memories are bright. Others are akin to those dim early morning dreams one gets sometimes. Lately, I wondered what they'd think of our current course, the choices ahead.
Your lichdom.
What would they have wanted me to be?
I mean, they'd probably want him to be happy.
I can tell you what I think they'd want you to be.
What's that?
Happy.
Yeah.
You could always speak with your folks, couldn't you?
My parents last saw me as a boy. By the time I mastered my corpse whispering, I was a man. If I woke them, there might be a flash of recognition, or Besides, if I speak to too many other spirits, Manfred might grow jealous.
Can't have that.
He'd be impossible. I agree.
Well, I'm late. Tried grabbing something from Hal's on the way, but the fish fry's not running. So much for supper.
Oh.
What have you been doing?
Chasing leads. On Alias Venatori, Darktown's missing people, and anything that might come close.
Find anything?
Plenty. Something I can use is another story. So here we are. I'm out of leads, and you're at that supper I promised.
Well, we've got at least one witness. Want to question him? How about a break? We can still do that, right? A short one can't hurt.
Yeah, maybe. I could use a walk. And some rocks. You up for it?
Rocks?
Yeah.
Oh, are we skipping rocks?
So, rocks. Look for good ones.
You were serious about this?
You'll see why.
We are definitely skipping rocks. I love skipping rocks.
Still think the cat has answers.
You never know.
Nev approved of me petting the cat. When I was a kid, I remember being really bad
Why are
at
we
it.
doing this?
You know what they say.
but-
Leave no stone unturned.
Really?
No.
My mother was always really good at skipping rocks, so I
Seriously,
would watch
do you
her
ever
and
take
figure it
breaks?
out.
Real ones?
What do you call this?
Picking up rocks. And I'll bet the coin in my pocket you're thinking of work.
It's hard not to. All right, time to put these rocks to use. Come on.
Well, what's wrong with right here?
How are we doing?
With the rocks or in general?
Let's stick with the rocks.
In that case, so far so good.
A win for us?
I guess it is.
Are we not skipping them? The beach is that way, Nev. Oh, maybe we're going to the docks.
Calliope, you're still going?
Passes doesn't help anyone else.
Over here. I'll take you to my usual spot.
Fancy.
Isn't it?
Is this what you do when you're out of
There
leads?
we go.
I'd look over my notes, but I've got them by heart. I just need to clear my head.
Stepping back can't hurt. Clear minds get things done.
If only they stayed that way. You can't count on a lot here. When I started, I wasn't going to save Minrathus, never mind Thedas. But if I could take a job and follow through, well, maybe people could count on me.
Oh.
But at the end of the day, what have I done? What sticks? Venatori everywhere, Aelia waltzing back into town. I'm fighting, Rook. Sometimes it feels as though the city itself stabs me in the back.
I mean, yeah, it's really hard to fight change when it's so resistant. I get it, Nev.
Let it try. We're still stopping Aelia.
Getting mixed up in my problems, it's not the smart play. Rana's partner, Brahm. Where did it leave him? Where does it leave you?
You don't scare me, Nev Gallus.
Should have known. She was there. We didn't see her.
What? I'm confused.
This worked.
Maybe. Come on.
What are we doing?
Willing to chase a long shot? We need to get to the spillway.
Remnants. We've got them.
Fainter than the ones we found before, but I'll see what I can draw out. Let's take a look.
All right.
Sure thing. The thread smuggler. But this feels scrambled. Two people's thoughts in one source. She wasn't a traitor. She was a puppet.
Oh, shit.
Aelia moving goods to her followers.
Yeah, we know that Aelia can do that now.
I've got this. Echoes of greed, pride, our Venatori, but Taurus. Look there, there's more. By the waterfall.
Oh, how do we get over there? Probably through here. Never mind.
We're close to something. I can feel it.
Skipping stones really worked.
I guess some of my plans pan out. This one's afraid. A witness? Someone else showed up too, after we left. If I can pull out more of an echo, a memory.
So Nev Gallus is back. Tell me what you saw.
Nothing, I swear.
Aelia.
Damn.
No. In my head. Stay out.
Bystander. They must have seen the fight.
Then Aelia showed up.
Tell me, would you see this city rise? Be a thrall in service to its glorious rebirth?
Thrall? No,
Silence! Your will
belongs to the Venatori.
Ah, fuck.
Damn it.
The risen god will unlock my true power. He's given me Vena Vitalis. We start here.
Vena Vitalis sounds like a
Vena
skin
Vitalis?
cream.
A rumor, an old Tevinter ritual to increase blood magic. Fake accounts appear on the black market. The real records were burned by magisters. It scared them. But if Aelia follows Elganon, if he could give her the trick, the Venatori are in power, but Aelia wants total control.
A blood ritual. Then the missing people. It's a lead.
But where? When? Who else does Aelia break before I track her down?
Nev?
This place means something to me. But what am I to it if I can't?
Minrathus failed before, not you. This time we stop Aelia for good. Venatori who threatened Docktown, they've got Nev Gallus to fear.
She won't make it easy.
People's lives are at stake.
Oh.
Aren't they always?
I'm a little nervous
sucker.
about that
Look,
pop-up.
Getting caught up in all this. Bad habit.
So keep fighting. Isn't that what you do?
Till it gets me.
I just hope it doesn't get her.